I got to address a troll first, Miss Nola Braun. Somebody said, with all due disrespect, get a life after I attacked that little gremlin, Lil Wayne. My life, my job is literally dumping loads in your mother's hole. Okay, that is all she will ever be good for. Don't you ever disrespect your God. Okay, now back to you, Miss Nola. So Jay-Z does the commodification of struggle. Now, this is how he plays his demon role in the hip-hop industry. He trivializes real struggles of drug abuse, violence, and he makes it marketable. He makes his suffering marketable. He makes the struggle sound cool. This is why, let me give you an example. You could have a conversation where black people think just because you ain't go through a black struggle stereotypically, you're not a black person. No, that just means he's not a black stereotype. Like with that one dude, Peasy versus John Cannon. This is actually how these conversations get brought about, because y'all get mind controlled by hip hop. You really think that a dude ain't black just because his parents were smarter than yours. That's so stupid. Smack your mom. You know what I mean? Leave John alone. So anyway, Jay-Z is definitely a demon for that, because it gives you the belief system, the younger impressionable youth, that if they walk the same path, they can achieve the same level of greatness. That is literally an echo chamber. That is a trap. Statistically, you have to be a lucky son of a gun to come from a certain type of black stereotypical struggle and make it to Jay-Z's level. And you know that this is a rare, special, maybe even a machine behind him case, because he's one of the only few to actually do it. Again, black people are literally under the illusion of all inclusion only because you got about 12 blacks you can name in these industries who made a lot of money. No, dog, that's not the game. Let's keep it going, though. Jay-Z programs cognitive dissonance. Some of y'all recognize cognitive bias and cognitive dissonance checking out my book, The Code and the Matrix, or just watching my videos. But what does he do? He preaches his attention towards systemic oppression while simultaneously preaching the celebration of wealth obtained in these same institutions. So Jay-Z is an agent of chaos and cognitive dissonance as well. That one was easy to spot, but hold on, there's more. He spreads a capitalistic narrative. Jay-Z's rags to riches story often emphasizes individual success through capitalism. This can also be seen as reinforcing the inequality in the systemic oppression system by promoting a pull yourself up by your bootstrap mentality. When you know that you got to have a machine, you got to get lucky. Sometimes it's not what you know, sometimes it's who you know. Hard work only breaks the body down. That's stupid. Evolving persona. So he could be interpreted, if this was a narrative arc, not the villain in the hero arc. I know y'all see that trended, his narrative arc. So going from a street hustler to a corporate mogul from a narrative arc can be seen as abandoning his roots or being a sellout. So Jay-Z is actually preaching separatism as well. So separatism from your community, cut off, you know what I'm saying, the hand that you came from. And so that you can eat from the hands of success, even if that comes with compromise. This is preaching the materialistic element as well, on how somebody can prioritize success over moral values. Jay-Z spits moral ambiguity. He also he sometimes speaks on the world from a cynical view, but also a world where morality is flexible, where people can compromise. He's expressed this in his lyrics. So this can also play a product in the framework of perspective in terms of how it influences the youth who might not have a solid mind built in yet. He's got a complex legacy. So historically, his businesses have been built off of the exploitation of black artists, whether it's music, fashion, whatever it is. It shows a complex model for progress. Political ambivalence. Jay-Z, when you look at his political songs, a lot of it's neutral, even when he does decide to lean black. Most of it is neutral, which is actually basically trying to low-key preach the acceptance of the status quo. He's not trying to piss off either side. He understands the system. We already know Jay-Z falls in line with the rest of these rappers in terms of misogyny. We're not going to get on that. But the normalization of luxury items. So he shows you that the life that you want is not just materialistic. It's a certain type of material. It's the high-end things. This is what makes you a queen bee or a Jay-Z. Hove! You know what I'm saying? So he does the normalization of luxury items to a point that, you know, it's all materialism. It's all capitalistic. It's all the Matrix. So Jay-Z is not, he's not good leadership material on top of all of the impact he has on the youth who hasn't developed their mind, who come from households where they don't have no leadership, who come from the same struggles, and this is the only guy that they got to look up to, one of the only artists they can relate to. And every other artist they relate to follows the same blueprint, pun intended, as Jay-Z here. So y'all can't tell me allegedly music ain't magical, music ain't hypnotism, and y'all not under a state of hypnosis psychosis, y'all. The game is deeper than y'all think, allegedly.